Anything else you want to say? You want to fucking correct me on? Like,
No.
you sure you can't hear it still?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so why don't you introduce your dumbass selves?
What's up, guys? It's Kuriku here.
Oh my
Back
god.
at it again.
I absolutely hate it when you do this.
Oh my god.
Back at it again. Out here with the don't know what it's called yet podcast. Let's go.
Should I go next or
Hi,
do you
I'm
want to go?
Sad.
I already spoke over your entire intro.
Yeah, you say you guys introduce yourself, so
Just do your intro. Do your intro.
I don't really have an intro.
Okay, well I'm just gonna go over yours. I'm the British woman who hates time, a fucking clock destroyer. Do you see what I did there? Do you see what I did there? Do you see what I did there?
Kuro, did you see what he
Kura,
did
you're a
there?
fucking bitch for being silent, you know? You're a fucking bitch. You know full well that was good. I can't believe you. I can't believe you did this.
I don't really get it, because
I'm leaving.
I'm not...
Yes, you have. You know what I'm talking about.
Shut up! No one cares about your joke. Move
This-
on. I'm a professional.
You're a professional.
I don't laugh.
Professional what?
I don't laugh.
Professional.
I'm just a professional. Can we get to this topic?
Okay, we're getting to the first topic. Okay, so we're going with something that I can very much relate to, and that is wealth. Who needs it? So let me ask y'all a question. Are you rich?
I'm poor.
That question was mainly for Song because we already know she's out here in like penthouse suite.
What do you mean? No.
You
What are you
brought
trying to
okay,
say?
okay.
I'm not
you
rich.
brought a Nintendo Switch, haven't touched it, and was just
Yeah.
like, eh. I don't know what to say.
That doesn't mean I'm rich.
You're just rich.
I just couldn't get into it. If
Damn.
I'm rich, Hey,
Yeah.
wait. Let me ask you guys. How many games do you have on Switch?
How many
2.
games? You have like brought or
Games.
downloaded?
Bought
2. 2?
and 2.
No,
Kuro?
3.
Okay, 3. And you, Kuro, how many
Right.
games have you bought?
Like 3
Sorry?
or 4. I don't know. 3 or 4.
Exactly, you guys are rich. You guys
No,
can
no.
afford a Switch and
A Switch for us was an
3
investment.
games.
A Switch for us was an investment. It took a fucking heart
She
and
literally,
a
she woke up one day and was like, I'm gonna get
And
a
we-
Switch.
we play it kind of consistently.
I
But she
play
said, you know what?
constantly. You don't play
I'm
that
gonna
much.
I'm gonna get a Switch, but I'm gonna never use it. So what?
I have been using it.
I'm gonna buy a
just
Ferrari.
not the
Just
way.
look at it.
That's what some would do though. That's what some would do.
It goes a little bit too far, so I don't want to go nowhere.
I just haven't. Hey, I just haven't found a game that I really want to play on
But,
Everyone
but
Switch.
here's the thing. Here's the thing.
So
You haven't played like even games like Smite and all that. I invited for you to play that with me, and you didn't want to play.
Uh-huh. Because
It's-
that was freaking 3 a.m. in the morning.
And-
I need to go to bed.
And here's another thing.
And
Not just for San, but for you too. Okay. Kuro, you
Okay.
bought Smash. You bought Smash, and then it's like you
Oh.
won't even pull up anymore.
I have
I'll
other
be
things to
retired.
do.
I already. Oh my god, I can't believe you.
You can't
You're
come for me.
tired.
What do you mean
I
can't come
have
for you?
things to do. Unlike you, I have games to play.
You played like 2 games.
I played multiple games. If I check my hours right now, what am I gonna have?
No, I mean like this week. You played like 2 games this week.
Okay, and I have,
I heard that. I heard
Like
Switch.
he had to go on his Switch just.
Just to check, just to prove you wrong.
I have 25 hours. That's more than enough.
That's not more than enough.
That's more than enough.
Okay, wait. Let's go back
It's a
to the
pod-
original topic.
No.
No,
hold
this
on.
is
Let
this
me-
is
let me
still this
finish-
is still
let me finish off.
This relates.
Okay.
This is good.
Who spends 25 hours? I know you smash niggas out here, but I'm a normal person. Who spends 25 hours on a party game?
But it's fun.
Hmm?
What you don't think it's fun anymore?
I just don't. I'd rather play something else.
Mm, I just feel
Move
like
on.
there was a lot of you going, oh well, I want to play. What's his name? I'm just gonna say Joker because I keep trying to say his actual name in Persona 5. And did you even get him?
No, I'm broke. I'm poor.
Wait, didn't you buy like? Didn't
He
you buy
literally
that game
bought he
because
literally
of
bought the
the
game for the Persona
because
thing.
of the character?
And
Yeah.
then whenever I
poor.
picked Mementos, which is the Persona stage, he was like, can you not pick this stage? It hurts my eyes.
I did not say that.
Yes, you did. Yes, you did. You said, can we not play the same stage because it hurts my eyes?
You sound like a liar.
You're a fucking bitch. I know you said that. We was in core. Don't you dare.
Okay, moving on.
Anyway, so after calling Sun out, this one's for you, Kuro. What do you like when you have money?
I blow that shit instantly.
You don't say.
Fuck no.
It's like what usually gets you to be like, oh well, I'm gonna just spend it.
Wait, I think you have to be specific with this question. Like,
Well,
how much money?
No, okay. Let's say you get 500 randomly just into your bank account. Yeah.
Yeah.
What are you gonna do with it? Like, are you just gonna go out somewhere and just spend it on whatever? Or like,
Nah,
online
knowing
shopping?
me, probably a little bit of that, but knowing me, I'd like slowly fucking leech out trying to eat food.
So you think most of your expenses will go to how much do you
Absolutely.
eat?
I'm just saying,
Yeah.
I like to eat fast food, and over like the course of a few months, I'd be poor again.
This is gonna be 2 weeks. He's gonna be back to Iceland food.
It's just crazy, you know?
What about you, son? I mean, I know that you don't like money. Is just like, oh well, toilet paper.
Yeah, what's that? I'm cold. Let's bring that.
She has caviar just
No,
as like her side dish.
Yeah, caviar. I just massage my face with that.
Okay, you're a freak, for sure.
No, don't you know there's a caviar face mask?
Nope.
It's really good for your skin.
You
Is
used
that
it?
is that expensive though? Is that like
No, it's pretty expensive, but I
Well,
heard of it,
there we go?
but I've
Guys.
never used it before.
But are you like
Yeah, but
are you guys like into rich stuff though? Do
Nah.
you know what I mean?
Nah.
rich stuff, like you mean Prada, Gucci,
Yeah, it's like any
Ferrari.
sort of like big brands.
I'm not a hype beast.
No, honestly, I would invest those monies into better computer.
To
What?
do...
To play the game that I want to, okay?
Wow, Kuro. Oh my.
I'm just curious on what you'd be spending all that money on your computer to be doing.
Yeah, but let's say that life completely changes, like you're living lavish now, okay?
Hmm.
First of all, what is living lavish to you? And would you enjoy it?
I don't want to work. If I had that much money.
He just
No,
came
no, no,
out.
no, no. If I had that much money and I'm balling out, I'm not going to work. I'm just gonna do what I do, which is what I want. Let's say I got the
Which is?
motherload cheat code from Sims 3. I'm not gonna do much. I don't know why. I've been poor my whole life. I don't have dreams, so I'm just gonna. I just ball out, you know.
But what would you do if you have all that money? Would you do something extravagant, or
Fuck
would you
no.
just live your life?
I
I
just
mean,
live
he
my
does
life.
that now and he's broke, so you know.
Exactly. I'd live my life even harder. That's basically
What
what I'm
about you,
saying.
son? Like, are you gonna be that type of person? Like, I need the top brand cream. Knowing you, yeah. You're gonna have all the top brand, like, you're gonna have another face made.
Gonna buy a house for her
No.
cats.
Just the cats, just the cats.
Just the cats.
Just the cats. I'm actually visiting my cats in their penthouse. Talk to you guys later. No, I don't know. I probably wouldn't spend it on like, the usual luxuries like cars or clothes or whatever, but I'll probably go traveling.
Like a bunch of places, or would you just be like, oh, I've been there, I'm just gonna take a rest for now? You're gonna be like, around the world trip, we're Daft Punking this bitch.
I don't know. It probably around the world, but there's no time limit. I wouldn't work as well because who needs work?
Exactly.
Yeah, just around the world. And if I like a place, I'll just stay there for a bit longer. I thought that's pretty nice.
That's like a thing. I don't understand all the people that are like, oh well, I bought it because it's Prada, or Gucci or whatever they were. Because it's like I went to Asda today, and I saw, yeah, I went to Asda, and I saw like these two guys in front of me, and they're both wearing like Balenciaga. I know that shit's probably
Okay.
fake, but I don't see the point. because it was literally just a black jumper, and it just said Balenciaga on it.
I
Yeah.
think
I
it's
literally paid for a
statement.
name. I paid for a name. That's not even mine.
I'm just saying, I can't be buying Supreme bricks. I
Actually,
can't sleep on
people
why
that.
do
is that? Why
that.
is that so popular? Where did that come from?
I don't know where Supreme came from. It just did.
I just remember it was like a meme for the longest time, and I thought it was like a emote or like an emoji. I didn't really know what
Was
it
it an
was.
emoji?
No, I thought it was because it was like when like dank memes were the biggest things. That was like
I
3 years
thought
ago.
Supreme is just like a brand of like
Yeah,
cheap
it's a brand, but
clothing.
oh, was it cheap?
It's not cheap.
Was it though? Was
No,
I don't know, but it's definitely not cheap now.
I thought it's like one of those.
I'll be like spending £100 on a brick.
or-
I think it was £100 at least.
No, but that's after the hype, like people starting to buy those hats and stuff. I don't think it was that expensive.
It's like, do you think rich people have problems? I don't mean no. Okay, don't take that in a weird way, but that of like the same sort of problems that other people have.
I
but,
think
like,
you have rich
different.
people problems.
Do you know,
Yeah.
like I'm not going to school in my private jet. What the fuck? Like, do you
I feel
that?
like
Why do you
That-
sound like a white girl?
Because that's not an impression I'm really good at doing. I'm really good at doing like Valley Girl impressions.
that's like a stereotype, but it is also definitely true for some people, some rich people.
I have a friend who's supposed to be rich, and
What do you mean supposed
I
to
actually
be?
don't know. Like, I think he's rich, but I don't know if he's rich. And then one day we had like a stay over at my house, and we have a toaster. In the morning, like we're supposed to make our own breakfast and stuff. He doesn't know how to use the toaster. Like, is that a rich people problem?
I think he's just slow in the mind.
Wait. He
Really?
didn't know how to use the like what? I mean, what's your toaster
Yeah,
like?
he put cheese.
Like, do you have the
What
cat
do
in
you
the hat
mean?
type
It's
of
just a
toaster?
You say he put cheese in the toaster?
Did he really?
He put cheese and the toast. He wants to make a grilled cheese sandwich, and then he put the cheese and the toast into the toaster. I was like, okay.
No, he has issues.
He-
No, I tell you what he did. He watched that infomercial where there was like, where they put the bread in bags. I don't know if you've seen it. It's like this weird sandwich maker, and it's like, have anything toasted, and you put it in like a plastic bag, and then you put it in a toaster. It does not seem
Uh-huh.
safe to me. There's a reason why I have never seen that advert anymore.
and he told me that he never used a toaster before. So I was like, I don't know. If you're really
Silver
rich,
spoon.
are you, yeah, are you actually like don't know how to live your life?
Or you just
You can't say that. You can't say that.
You can't say that. It's 2019. You can't say,
oh, get over it.
We living in 2020 now, boys. We've gone full circle.
Oh,
Do you,
it's
like,
2019.
do you know a
still.
lot of like rich type people?
No, I don't know Richie Rich.
No.
Well, we won't because you know we live in London.
What do you mean KSI lives here?
Who?
KSI.
He was. Let's be honest. He was more popular when he was broke.
That's
I
true.
don't know what he does now. Doesn't he do like react challenges?
I don't watch his videos anymore.
I just see like some of his videos pop up in my recommended, and it's like, how the mighty have fallen. Well, no, it wasn't that mighty, was it?
I mean, you were watching him.
And
There it is.
So I
Son.
feel like there's different layers of richness.
and
Yeah.
like what? Like
I-
like millionaires to billionaires. You think that's a?
I think okay, like they're average rich, like rich above average.
Like middle class?
I think like middle class, just maybe a little bit better than middle class. Not upper class, but like in the middle. I think people usually like at that level of richness will buy a lot of like luxuries, Prada,
A lot of
Gucci,
garbage.
all those, just to make a statement that they're rich. But I really do think that the really rich people, they don't usually do that. They don't just show off their richness of their, clothing and stuff. Don't you think so?
I mean, I don't know anyone, so
I don't know.
I've literally
just
had the
from
same job
observation
for
of-
5 years.
That's not that bad, is it?
I don't know. When it comes
you
to
really
like,
like
how
that
long you're
jumper.
supposed to keep clothes, I have no idea. Like,
You're supposed to keep them until they fucking disintegrate.
I'm gonna go out and it's just gonna be like, the sleeves are gone, half the top's gone. She's like, well, that's what we're working with.
It's the new fashion statement.
You just don't get it.
Yo, all living in 2019. I'm living in 2051. Catch up.
What makes you guys feel rich? When you have like going back to like that when you have money question, what makes you guys feel rich?
If I have £50, I feel rich already.
That's already an improvement.
Oh my god, damn! I have money to spend, yo.
That's true because like you'll tell me you have like 20 in the bank and you're like, damn, what game should I get?
Oh no!
You really act like you won like Who Wants to Be a Millionaire.
Yeah, it's just different when you have some money. Yo, I could buy stuff and still have money left over. Yo, that's different. That's different. I'm coming from a different cloth.
I don't know about you guys at the bottom, but I'm all the way up here. Let me tell you what makes me feel like slightly rich.
Shit, here we go.
Okay. Okay, it's two things. So one is definitely like when you're in person, like when you go to a store, and usually you have to be like, oh, do I get this one or that one? But
Get them both.
yeah, you get them both. That's when you're like, oh, damn, I don't know where I got the money from, but you know what? I got it.
Finally made
But
it.
why do you need both?
No, but it'd be
I
like
feel like that just seems like a waste.
no, but like you'll be like, usually you have to, like, let's say you have to choose between like a cookie and a muffin, but this time you want to say, oh, I'll just get both. It's like,
Yeah.
usually you have to get one because money was the limit, and now there is no limit. I can just take both.
Yeah, that's true.
And the second one is when I'm able to go on like, say games, and then I'm able to look at the DLC and be like, oh well, I can get that.
That's how it was for Xenoblade Chronicles 2. I was like, ooh, DLC? Yo, let me hold that.
Do they have a lot of DLC?
Kinda. There's a season pass for that, like that in Zelda. Like, yo,
It's,
I'm gonna get all that.
It's like looking at small things, like costumes, because like, let's all remember, I didn't get the internet till 2010, so nothing I had was connected to the internet. Like, the Xbox 360 stuff, the DLC, I didn't even know what it was back then. So when I first came in, I saw there was like, damn, avatars can have like costumes and everything. You bet I wanted to buy that.
No, speaking of Xbox Live and 2010s, I tried to like get Xbox Live without like a Wi-Fi. You know those original Xbox 360s, how they had like that.
Oh yeah.
The Wi-Fi, the wireless shit, that it didn't have Wi-Fi, and I didn't know what an Ethernet cable was. So I was like, you know what, I'm gonna get Xbox Live. I didn't even have, I had no internet on it.
That was the
like,
same thing for me.
What's going on? Why is there no Xbox Live? I'm doing everything right.
And the
It's
worst,
like, it's not connecting.
the worst part is when I don't know if you got, when did you buy your Xbox 360? Was it like late after it came out?
It was like 2002, 2008-ish, 2007-ish. It was like just before Halo 3.
When I got mine, I think I got it just like a week or 2 weeks after it was like brand new. Because I think my dad got it, I'm not sure.
Damn, you rich.
Shut up.
Damn, you guys are rich.
At
I
least-
never really have any
Consoles,
PS4,
yeah.
PS3 consoles. Damn,
What
you
did
guys
you
are
do?
rich.
What did you? Was it like all makeup and all that before? Or was it just books?
No, I never went into makeup before. It was just now. So I don't know. I don't know why you guys think I'm rich because I never had those before.
Because you didn't have to spend nothing, so you got all that saved up.
Yeah. And then you guys are coming for me for buying a Switch.
Absolutely.
You did bought a Switch just to not play it.
Back to my story.
I
though.
played still.
Never mind.
Yeah.
So I think when you first bought it, you got 2 extra games with it, and it was like an arcade classic sort of thing. And with one of these, you got like a month free Xbox Live. So you bet I was like, online play? I don't even have internet, but that sounds really cool. So I didn't understand how that worked. And so I was like, why isn't this working? So I literally still have like a free Xbox Live voucher. Probably not even eligible anymore, but I have it. What
Message to all friends and recent players. I could use a 48 trial code. My Xbox Live ran out. Thank you.
What
Sorry,
about you, son? Like,
Those are the crazy days.
what has made you feel like rich?
Like if
Oh,
I
like
go
back
to a
then, like back
supermarket. Back then? What do you mean back then?
Well, you know, back then when the wheel wasn't invented.
Oh my god, you bitch. I don't know, like when I go to the supermarket, I don't have to look at the price to buy stuff.
God damn.
Generally.
Then I think that's pretty free for me, so
Damn, you've reached the peak of
Free
middle
and
I don't
class.
clear.
feel I buy all the organic stuff.
That's how you know. That's
No,
how
actually,
I know
I
you're
don't.
privileged.
No. No, I don't buy those. Those taste disgusting.
All I know is that when I go Iceland Zareza, I have to be looking at this price. I'm calculating how much everything's gonna. What are you doing? What are
Yeah,
you doing to your
Kuro.
mic?
Huh?
What are you doing to your mic?
Oh, nothing.
When it comes to like, I'm sure Kuro can relate, but you have to keep tabs on everything you're getting because like
Absolutely.
you go £1 over and it's just like, damn, I'm broke for the rest of the
I
month.
don't have enough money. I have to put something back. That just shows you how poor we
Yeah.
are.
Oh yeah, like
I'm not rich.
you just
I-
I'm
said
just
that
saying,
you go
what
to
makes
stores.
me feel rich.
You're
No,
the
no,
peak
it
of middle
doesn't-
class. You're the absolute peak of middle. I don't need to check the prices
no.
at us.
That's when I felt rich. That's when I was having like a lot of pays, but not now. I still have
Oh,
to
sweet.
check the price when I go to supermarket. What?
That was like
I
last
still have
week.
to check the price when I go to buy groceries.
So
I
what did you
think-
buy when you was younger? Like I'm confused.
For what?
For
When I was
fun.
younger. I
What did
don't
you do for fun?
anything.
You guys just
I play the
study?
sand. I build sand castles.
Oh, did you have moon sand? I remember moon
No.
sand.
No.
Okay. No, you should.
Like, I never
You was a
was
Cartoon
that-
Network guy. So
I remember Moon Sand, but I didn't own that shit.
my sister got
No.
it, and that was hot garbage.
Why would I be buying sand?
Yeah.
Even if it is from the moon.
I feel like I'm just that trustless child who doesn't need
Excuse me?
any. Like I don't have any desires to buy games or like I just go with what I had.
That's because you had nothing.
Mm?
You had
Yeah,
nothing,
yeah, like
but for no reason
Like,
you
I-
desire nothing.
yeah, I don't know why. And I used to be baking a lot and those ingredients are just cheap. So yeah, as a child I didn't have that much that I want to buy. I saved up a lot.
You can buy nothing. Why don't you just throw away a whole check? Why are you not blowing a check on a Lambo or something? What's going on?
No.
What is
It's
happening?
It's still in my bank account.
You
I'll
need
use
to
it when I
blow a
want
check on
to.
some dumb shit to buy a fucking
That's-
Gucci bottle to put in your head.
No.
You are doing it wrong.
Have you guys ever been called like super like broke or super rich?
No.
I was never
That's
super
bullshit.
broke
If you're
before.
coming, wait, okay, well that's because all your friends are like millionaires.
Oh, I never borrow money either.
Yeah, but it's like, for what reason would they come to your house and be like, "Damn, you are broke"?
Try
You
to
go
millionaire
first, girl.
friend to leech off.
Wow, you sound like a
I don't
parasite.
have millionaires, guys.
I am a parasite. What's 2 days without food? I have a struggle sandwich, ice cubes and bread. So to live the
Struggle
hard life,
sandwich.
it literally be like that. The life of a gamer is hard, bruh. You don't get to eat no more. It's crazy.
Gamers just won't eat for no reason.
Wasn't there like a story where this nigga like starved to death because he was just playing for like 4 days straight or something?
Yeah, wasn't that in like Korea or somewhere like that?
Probably.
I don't think you would get starved to death after 4 days. Probably
Okay, he had
dehydrated.
some kind of problem. Niggas are dying or playing games. That's what I'm saying.
But I mean, you just get
Guys,
that.
don't die.
You just get that moment where you've been like, you play this new game and you've been playing for like 18 hours, and you're like, damn.
Some die now.
What do you think like rich people even pay for?
Everything.
Anything and everything?
Everything and anything. I heard rich people are kind of cheap though.
Yeah, because you know, I think they stick with that motto where it's like, the reason why we have money is because we keep our money.
Wouldn't be me.
You are literally like a spend whore. You're gonna see anything that you don't even need,
Oh my god.
and he's gonna be like, yes, I'll take that. I'll take 3.
I'll take 10 actually.
I'll take the guy as well. He's coming with me. He's carrying all of this.
I'll buy the supermarket. It's mine now.
It's like
Damn, we need to interview a rich person here.
You know rich people don't give a fuck about this fucking dusty podcast.
Okay, let's say like 10 years in the future. What's gonna be something that would make you go, I'm finally rich? Or like, I finally like made it to like not broke class.
I don't know what's gonna be out in like 10 years.
Then, okay, but like using what we have now, you know, like what kind of apartment would you need to like kind of say, oh, well, I guess I'm rich now? Or is, for you, is that just gonna be like mentioned?
It'd be any, to be honest.
Actually, if you're in the UK, just moving out like a cardboard box is
it's
like,
like,
damn,
I finally made it. I made it.
I made it. Looking for houses around here is literally like, damn, so I need like 15
But have
roommates.
you suffered from this house? Like, from living in your house?
What do you mean?
I mean, like, because for me now, I don't feel like having a apartment will make me feel rich.
I just mean like anything, like even, it doesn't have to be something you own. It can be something that you like do or you don't have to do.
Yeah.
I'm guessing for Kuro that's going to be not having to work because
Yeah.
what he doesn't want to do.
That's just the apex. It's just the zenith.
Because I know for Kuro, like his whole richness is like all the way up there. He's like, I have like this and this. That's how I know I'm rich.
I don't even need that much, to be honest.
No, but to you, you wouldn't see yourself as like rich unless you'd be like, oh, I guess I need like this.
I just need what I need. I don't need a fancy big house. I only need 17 different cars for each fucking day of the week, each out of the day.
I don't understand.
But do you
that.
want a car?
No, not really.
Yeah, it's like, if anything, I'm more scared to drive because I'm like, I know I'm pretty much bad at everything. I'm gonna be out here like a 5-year-old playing Mario Kart for the first time.
Oh no.
I'm gonna use a mushroom and be like, well, let's go. Oh, I found a shortcut.
Oh my god. Please don't go out and drive. Don't.
But do you think something like wealth would change you guys? Like if you had a whole bunch?
Nope.
No.
I'm at my apex already.
You already know you ain't at no apex.
If I got 12 million dollarinas, I probably wouldn't do much.
Yeah, but I think you wouldn't do much just because, you know, you don't think about it. Do you know what I mean? Because we don't,
Kinda.
we can't process like, all the
That
things
much
we
power. You right.
Does anyone want to say anything else before I move on to my next one?
No.
Okay.
I just want to be rich next year. That's all.
You are rich. Shut up.
I'm not rich.
This is slightly like still staying up to like the.
How long has my mic been muted?
She just muted.
Oh, I didn't even mute it.
No, it wasn't muted.
Kind of going on from like a very similar point. Do you enjoy shopping?
No.
He just came out with a straight no.
Nope.
What kind of shopping? You have to define
online thing.
Like shopping with your mother or
No. It's
online
like any kind.
or
like online, in person.
I enjoy online shopping.
It's like
because you get all the weird kinds of stuff.
I hate clothes shopping so much. You know, I think Kuro knows, but you know when they'll be like, oh, do you need any clothes? And you're just like, oh.
Excuse me?
Like when people like, your family have to be like, when they'll say, oh, do you need any clothes? Have you ever had that?
Yes and no. I don't know what you're trying to say specifically here.
No, I'm asking, have you ever like been through that thing where like your parents will be like, do you need anything? Like clothes?
Yeah.
And then you have to look for everything and you say no, but then the next day you'll find like everything you have is like 50 holes in it.
No, I already know what stuff has holes in it.
You already know your stuff has holes in it?
Learn to sew, guys.
Let me tell you another thing why I hate clothes.
You sew your underwear?
Is that thing people do?
Yeah.
You do?
I do.
I don't believe
I don't
you.
have holes in my underwear.
I don't believe you. So you be sewing up your socks?
Yeah.
Prove it.
If I'm poor,
Prove it.
I would do that.
Prove it.
How?
So you don't sew your socks?
Yeah, I
Did-
just saw my socks.
There it is.
I-
You don't see your socks.
It's like let me let me tell you, the amount of stories I've heard about like clothes shopping and people leaving turds in like the trying room. You know, like when people try like the clothes.
Uh-huh.
The amount of stories I've heard about when people will go into one and there's just a giant piece of shit in the corner.
Why would you do that?
Well, I feel like something like that has to be like either smuggled in or planned. They bought it from home. Have you ever heard those stories, or have you seen like those clips on YouTube when people will just be in like the stores and they'll just pull their trousers down and just do it in the middle of an aisle?
Just gross.
I would hate to be the
Yeah,
janitor.
it's pretty gross. I've seen okay, this is just random, but I've seen sex tape that was taken in the changing room. I've never heard stories about like pulling a shit there, but
Well, honestly,
yeah,
that's
I
kind of
thought that
just as
was
bad.
pretty common. Yeah, it's pretty bad. Like dumb people doing all sorts of shit in changing room.
But one thing I don't understand, like going on like the whole tape thing, why do people do dumb shit in general?
I don't know.
Like I saw a video yesterday where this guy was like about to start skydiving. He was taking a selfie with like a selfie stick, and so he's like just doing like the whole panorama thing, and instead of, you know, just putting the thing back in the plane or what? No, not the plane. It's usually a helicopter, right? When they skydive.
What? No, it's a plane, Chief. Have you never seen a skydiving video?
No, not. I haven't seen what they jump from. Is it a plane or is it a helicopter?
It's a plane.
Okay, well, instead of putting it back in the plane, this guy's like, oh, let me take my phone off while it's still hanging off of my lap, like several feet in the air, and he drops that shit.
You say several feet.
No.
I don't know how. How would you have said it?
Not feet.
What, like stories?
Miles.
Is it?
Miles.
Wait, what? Wait.
Can we use metric system here? I don't understand miles and feet.
What's the difference? What's
What-
metrics?
I mean, like
You said
meters?
7,000. You said 7 feet, Kai, right?
I said several.
Several feet.
Several.
Yeah,
Yeah, try 13,000.
like 13,000 feet.
Yeah.
That sounds
Okay.
like a lot.
Well, anyway, this guy's literally like, oh, I'm just gonna take off my phone in the air and drops it. What kind of person does that? Like, who thinks that's a
Rich
good idea?
Rich people.
That's true.
Yeah, if you can afford skydiving, I'm pretty sure you can buy another phone. I think these are expensive to go
What, skydiving?
skydiving.
A lot of
Yeah.
I
people
don't
go
think it,
skydiving.
I don't think it's that expensive.
Yeah, a lot of people do go skydiving.
Even broke people. I swear it's still broke.
Well, when you
Would you
go
go-
when you go broke skydiving, you just die because they can't afford the parachutes.
Yeah, skydiving is like
Oh.
a plane ticket. Like 200. It's like 200 to 300 pounds from what I'm seeing on this website.
That's expensive.
That is not as much as I thought it was actually. I thought it'd be a lot more.
It's just not. You're
300 pounds.
You're paying for a plane to go up for like two.
Yeah,
an
I
hour.
feel like if you can afford 300 pounds to go skydiving and scare the shit out of yourself, you will have enough money to
Then again,
buy,
you're not
a
going
phone.
skydiving every day. Now are you?
Also, is it just
No.
is it just one trip going up and then the fall?
I wouldn't know.
That's always
Would you
been
ever
like,
try if
No.
you have the money?
nope. Because I don't want to die because someone else made a mistake.
I don't want to fucking pull the chute and a frying pan comes up the back. A frying pan with all these cooking
All
utensils
these
coming
cooking-
up the back.
Oh, we gave him the wrong bag.
It's like, bruh, just ain't it.
Yeah.
Just ain't it.
You want to say anything else, son? Because
No. Good.
So I want to take this part to change the topic, and I want to talk about what we've been watching recently.
Is it Game of Thrones?
Both, well, Game of Thrones, Eurovision, Drag Race, Red Line, Was it red line?
Duplicate battle.
Oh my goodness, you
Oh.
want to talk about everything.
Yeah, because we're not gonna like be like detail for detail over everything we've seen.
Can we just give our like base opinions?
Yeah, that's what this is.
Okay.
So let's start off with the biggest one that has gotten so much hate.
You mean the big trash can? Okay.
Let's
Drag
start with
Race?
Game of Thrones and let's go in the order of San, Kuro, and then me. Because
Okay.
then we go in someone who loved this, someone who liked it.
I enjoyed it up until the writing went out the window, but you know, we'll get to that.
And then me. It was there.
I feel like Kyle should go first, and then Kuro, and then me.
Okay, you want to reverse? Should we just reverse it for all of them then?
Whatever, shut
Okay.
up, go.
Okay. So, okay, my general thoughts on Game of Thrones, because I came in and I was like, this ain't it. I literally came in with the mentality that this was gonna be kind of garbage, and I was kind of right, because season 1 to like 5, actually no, season 1
Was
to 2,
awesome.
season 1 to 2 was okay. That's what I'll say. 3 to 5, I was like, oh, okay, so this is actually really going somewhere. I might enjoy it if the next season, like, fucking, you know, if they continue the momentum, then I might actually really enjoy it. But then, like, 6 to 8, oh no. Like,
Yeah, I had the same feeling.
I don't want to say it because I know Kuro's going to come out and say it. But I just think it was awful. It was bad. Like, the whole fight.
thing?
Oh yeah, like season 6 to 8, it was literally like, let's take all the things that we like about characters, or like anyone like would like about a character, and just throw that out the window. It's like a character could be like, go from being like super smart, and then all of a sudden, Tyrion, it's just like, well, where did all the knowledge go? I don't know.
He lost his confidence.
I'm gonna pass this on to Kuro because I know Kuro's got some really good points about this.
Okay, so let's start with where I started with Game of Thrones. I thought Game of Thrones was big boring when I first watched it before. I saw like episode 1 to 4 of the first season. I was like, oh, this is visual NyQuil. I was like, this ain't it. So I stopped watching back then, and then I was forced into watching it again. And
No, we had a deal.
Not
What
to
do you
mention,
mean?
we were all forced.
hold on a minute. Don't jump down my throat. I'm in a story. So as I was saying, I was rudely interrupted. Season 1 was kind of boring, but it set the foundations. And season 1 was kind of not that great, but it was okay. But it started to get interesting around season 2 and forward, because I enjoyed the battle for the throne, because a lot of characters got to shine and they actually became, and I was next episode, I gotta see what happens. And then it's like somewhere there, like season 6-ish, when they ran out of materials, ran out the book material to use, it started to deteriorate. Like a lot of plot points didn't go nowhere. Like Dawn just wasn't it. I don't know what else happened, because it's just I'm drawing a blank on what happened in those in season. But a lot of characters were starting to become watered down, and it wasn't as intricate as it was before. Now we're moving on to I'm just gonna skip over the middle seasons because they were fine.
Go wherever.
But season 8 is where I had the biggest problem. Everything else was fine until season 8, because let's start with episode 1. That shit was boring. Episode 2 was okay, because we started to set up characters for the big final fight. But then we had episode 3, which was just disgusting. It was a big fight, but it wasn't even a good big fight, because the tactics used in that fight, the battle for Winterfell, was disabled. Whoever thought of the battle strategy is disabled. We had the greatest minds in Westeros, and they thought of some dumb shit like that. Any 14-year-old that's ever played an RTS before would be able to coordinate a better strategy than that.
Really
Anyone that's played Total War, any strategy game ever, would have been able to tell you that plan was fucking stupid. We have a castle, but we're not gonna use it. We have cavalry, but we're gonna use them to attack zombies. Like what? What? Do you know what cavalry is for? Light cavalry at that. Fucking, I was just upset. And then Arya teleported in and just took out the Night King. I don't know where she came from, but that's whatever. John was shouting at a dragon the whole time, bumbling around like a fucking retard. And he did.
And now you came for me.
And then he didn't even do nothing the whole fight. What did he do? Daenerys
The camera wasn't even on him, was it?
It was barely on him. Well, when he was on the camera, he was just stumbling around the battlefield. Daenerys, she fired the zombie horde like once and then got lost in some clouds. And then she landed on the floor just to get taken out by, just so the zombies can run on her for some reason. We're skipping, but let's just move on. And we have episode 4, where they had like a strategy meeting. I'm gonna skip over this because it's just stupid. Basically, dragons died because she forgot about the Iron Fleet, even though they reminded her all the time. And then
she was talking about it all the time.
Exactly.
That clip
I don't even remember the name of the dragon, but that nigga got shot down, and with 3 shots that were pinpoint accurate. But then after that, no one can hit anything. And then we went into episode 5.
Yeah, 5 was a big attack, wasn't it? On landing.
5 was a big attack, and now the ballistas that they used to shoot down the dragon, the last episode, suddenly can't hit shit, which is fat plot armor. Oh yeah, back to episode 3. I forgot about this, but everyone had plot armor. Not a single important person died.
That's true.
That's not true. Jorah Mormont died.
Shut the fuck up. You can't put Jorah Mormont on a fucking poster. Moving on. I've skipped over a lot of things. But there's too much to talk about in episode 3.
Yeah, there's a lot to talk about.
Literally, after we watched the episodes, what was it like? After episode 3, Kuro was like, "No, that's it. I want to see what opinions everyone on the internet has about it." And he watched like 50 1-hour videos of everyone's thoughts on it.
And sent us like probably a compilation of 20 hours.
He went from someone who was like,
to us.
He went from someone who was like, "Oh, Game of Thrones is actually pretty good," and then he went.
Nah, it's episode 3 just upset me on so many levels.
Like he went from this show was actually really good, and then season 8 came around, and he's just like, "This sucks. I hate it."
So where were we? Episode 5.
Episode 5.
And then she hears the surrender bells, and she's like, "You know what? I'm gonna have a character moment now, and I'm gonna snap for no reason." And then she just murders everybody, women, children, anybody, defensive civilians. When her whole character was about, let's break the chains. We can't let innocents die. I will not burn. I didn't come here to burn them all out of their homes.
You skipped over one thing though. The translators though.
Who cares? I skipped over for a reason. Who cares? And then we end up at episode 6.
Go on. Give it to us. Give it to the children.
So Daenerys has this speech to the Unsullied. Oh, and keep in mind, somehow the Unsullied are in tip-top shape after that last battle. And what they call it? Dothraki. They're all somehow still alive, which is convenient. And she's like, we saved everybody. The kingdom is ours. When they're standing in the ashes of children, I'm like, okay. Do you not hear yourself speak? Can you not see what's around you? And Tyrion, like a retard, is like, you know what? I'm not the hand of the king, the hand of the queen anymore. I don't even talk about how they deteriorate every character. I'm just going through. I'm gonna summarize this now. I can't go through everything. I'm just upset thinking about it and talking about it. And I didn't even go through everything. I'm just gonna say Game of Thrones season 8. Everything about Game of Thrones is good. Like the practical effects, the CGI, the sets, the character design, like the outfits are all pretty good. The acting was great, but the writing was hot garbage.
It's really like one of those movies where you see something like, oh, this looks really good, like in the trailer, and then you see it, and it's just like there was nothing these actors could have done.
Like, the actors did what they could, but the writing, just D&D, just rush this shit out just so they can go work on Star Wars, just so they can ruin Star Wars too.
And it's a good thing we're gonna get to Star Wars.
Well, I do agree with you too. Like, I thought, because like the first time I watched Game of Thrones, the season 1, I couldn't get into it because it was just like, who
Boring.
is this? Who is that? Like, yeah, it's boring, and like I have no idea what's happening. But like somehow I dragged through season 1, and then season 2 was starting to get interesting. So I enjoy season 2 up until 5. And then I felt like the plot is gradually losing its intricate setting, to say. Yeah, I couldn't really put myself into season 5, 6, 7. And how many seasons? To 8.
What? How'd you forget?
I don't know, like, because I lost through my thoughts. So yeah, it's up to season 8. I couldn't get into it. Yeah, I think the biggest problem we had, of course, it's like with season 8. And I was watching a lore video earlier about the gods in Game of Thrones. And like, I get that a lot of stories, like a lot of plots are actually actually Game of Thrones has like 2 levels. One is with like the fantasy and all that, and also the politics. And I just felt like in season 8 they were trying to finish the stories using the plot of fantasy. It's really difficult to explain all these. Like, all in all, I think they didn't deliver the result. I mean, the ending quite
Because they rushed
well.
it.
They rushed it, and like, because there were 2 major lines. One is fantasy, and one is politics. And like, I feel like they rushed it, and they didn't. They're trying to put the endings of, you know, the gods, the battle between gods, into all the episodes, but they didn't do it well because they were also focusing on the politics, and somehow both of them didn't deliver. And that's how we ended up with this, like, in the middle ground. Nothing was spectacular.
Can I intercept
ending.
this again?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just have something. I already got stabbed like 17 times and she didn't die in
Yeah,
season 7.
that's what you
I just had to bring that back up. She got stabbed by the wave like 17 times and fell into shit water and she didn't die.
There's actually something I want to bring up that I was very disappointed with, and it's the fact that around like season 4 to 5, we was really building up this whole like supernatural element to the whole show.
Yeah.
And it kind of felt like I wanted more, and I wasn't getting more. Like, I just wasn't getting anything else from this series.
The problem is, like, the thing is getting too big, and everyone has their own plot and story and character development, that it's really hard to bring back together. Like, I do agree with that, and it's really hard for them to conclude in season 8. I still don't understand, like,
I don't believe
why.
that.
No,
Because
like, I still don't understand why they couldn't do this 10 seasons just because D&D is going to Star Wars. And yeah, I still think they made a mistake of doing just 8 seasons, and they didn't deliver anything that they're supposed to deliver.
I don't believe they couldn't wrap up all the storylines, because if you think about it, by the start of season 8, we didn't really have that many lines, really.
Yeah, because they were trying to concentrate everything.
Oh yeah, Bran's
it
king,
was just
Brand
like
broken.
result.
That was so
Result.
rude. That was so rude. Brand
Brand
broken.
broken.
Yeah,
It was
I
so much-
believe everyone.
I feel like
Laughed.
the faster we move away from Game of Thrones, the better our mental scape is. Because how are we gonna have the objectively one of the best shows, one of the best medieval fantasy shows, and then go ending? Ha! Sabotage.
except
Actually,
for
there
the
was one question I had for one of the things for Game of Thrones. What happened to all the giants? Like, what was the story behind that?
They died out, I guess.
Yeah, I think so. Let me have a look.
No, they died out. There's no more.
Because I thought it was really weird that they just introduced giants and it was just like, well,
I find it hard to believe that there was like one giant
yeah.
in the Ice King's army.
It's like if they would have just said, oh well, you know, the Ice King, then I would have been like, oh okay, so he killed them all. That makes sense. But it just wasn't. Also, the children, what was it? Children of the Corn?
Forest.
Okay. I was very confused. How many were there?
There weren't that many. Like eventually they died out.
Yeah, they were killed by the Night
For
King.
1,000 years.
Oh, were there?
You know, the last like 3 of them that were left.
Yeah, but what
I
about the
think
others? Because
all of them were dead.
I thought all of them were like immortal.
No, they're not.
Could we just move on? I'm tired of talking about this.
You're very upset about Game of Thrones.
I think I should send you the lore video. Because after I watched the lore video, I sort of understand that they were trying to weave all things together in season 8, but it's just poorly done. That's why it wasn't delivering the results that they want. But yeah.
I'm gonna put 15 different plot points in 6 episodes. What could go wrong?
Exactly.
And
Yeah,
the biggest problem was they were trying way too hard to subvert expectation. That's the biggest problem. What we thought would happen and what made logical sense, they said, we're going to change that just to be different. And that's just not how it works.
I can't wait for the books to come out just to compare the TV shows and the book to see like how different they are. Just
they
in
not all
general.
out? I thought they was all out.
No, George. Why do you think the bad writing is in season 8? Like they didn't have any book materials. Basically, it's just George R. R. Martin. Basically, just George R. R. Martin tell them, how things are gonna end, and then they use the logic to go back into the events that they should have in order to get to the endings, and that's why it didn't make sense. Okay. That's why it didn't make sense, because they were just doing the story just for the story, and basically all the characters doesn't have their own original personality.
I guarantee the Star Wars movie they're gonna write or direct or produce, whatever the fuck they're doing.
What shall we?
I can't wait.
Shall we go to Star Wars?
I can't wait for it to go down.
I guess.
Shall we move to Star Wars, since that was like the second biggest thing that we watched?
Sure.
So let's start with Sun, because it was her idea to watch all of Star Wars. Same with Game of Thrones.
Hey, what? How is it my ideas? Was it my idea?
You literally came out here not talking about the Clone Wars. You can speak about the Clone Wars whenever, but I mean like the movies first, and then if you want to get to Clone Wars, say your own bit about that.
Basically, it was just pure peer pressure. Like everyone was just like, "What? You didn't watch Star Wars? How could you not?" And then I was like, "Okay, I guess I'll watch it." So that's how it all started.
That sounds like a lie to me.
What do you mean? What do you mean?
Are you saying she doesn't have friends?
Nah. You just came out of nowhere and said, you know, it's what Star Wars. I'm like, okay.
That's true. It was really weird and sort of like, what was we watching before that? Because we didn't do a little thing before.
Oh, who cares? Let's continue now. These tangents.
Basically, I was kind of confused throughout the movies.
I bet you
As
were.
you guys can tell.
Oh yeah, you can't ask her anything about anything she's watched. Even Game of Thrones. There'll be characters who'll be like, oh, do you remember that one? She'll be like, who?
No. Game of Thrones, I had 8 years of being with it. So I remember all the characters. I remember, which characters did I forget?
There was a time, I remember during one of the episodes, Kuro said something, no, you said, who's that character? And Kuro said, that's blank or blank or something, and it was just funny because I was like,
8 years, huh? Crazy.
8 years. I wasted 8 years on
You
it.
wasted 8 years and didn't even
Anyway,
remember everything.
and okay, back to Star Wars. I just had this thing that I couldn't really pay attention to older
Shocker.
movies because.
Shocker.
Do you want me to finish my point?
Yeah, I'm really
Yeah.
coming for her right now.
Yeah, so like a lot of it, I was just sort of trying to figure out what's happening. All in all, I think it's a pretty good story, but I don't think it's epic.
Can you do me a favor
Like
and
everybody
recap?
has
I'm
Can you
watching.
just recap the first 3 movies?
no. If it's really good, I remember all the plot lines.
Can you just tell me the main plot? It's like the Cliff Notes version.
No, because we're wasting too much time on it.
You already know we got all the time in the world. Don't try it.
Oh no, we're doing this already for over an hour. So
We got a lot to talk
I
about
don't-
that though.
I
let's
just
move on.
don't believe you remember anything from those movies.
I do.
And recap.
I remember the characters.
What do they do?
They fight.
Okay.
Oh.
Should I
And
take
for me,
my...
it's just so. Because I'm a very drama-based person, and I feel like Star Wars. Probably a lot of people are gonna kill me for this, but like I feel like Star Wars is just about wars, and that's it.
That's not even close. That is not even close, but okay.
I will actually
Like,
say it was
all the
weird that...
dramatic parts. Yeah.
No, you finish it, then I'll say my thing.
I just feel like all the dramatic parts aren't delivered as dramatic as it should be. Like, for example, the part where Darth Vader said, "I am your father."
Because you knew that.
I didn't know that's when it's gonna happen. It just sort of happened, and I was like, "Oh,
Because you
okay."
knew
So
it was
this is where
coming
it is.
sooner or later. Of course, it's not as dramatic.
I'm sure the people in the 90s
Yeah.
were like, oh my god.
90s,
Was it 90s?
80s probably.
I'm sure they were just like, oh my god. What
That's
is
crazy.
this? Well, yeah, back then they didn't have twists back then, did they?
Let's see. Yeah, it came out in the 80s.
Yeah.
Return of the Jedi.
Okay.
No, it wasn't even
Yeah.
Return of the Jedi. It was the other one. Empire Strikes
I
Back.
enjoy looking at all the droids and all the vehicles, like battle
Really?
vehicles and stuff. Yeah, I don't remember them. I enjoy looking at them. Like, I like the designs of it.
Yeah, the 80s.
Yeah.
That's when the movie
so-
came out. So you're saying you didn't gather anything from Star Wars?
I did. I just couldn't give you the whole plot point.
You don't have to give me the whole plot point. Give me the plot for the first movie.
Luke, not Luke. Wait,
By first movie, we mean like the first one with Luke.
the
Do we-
first
Yeah.
one we watched?
Well, yeah, because that's
So
like the first
they
ever
found
one,
the
isn't it?
chosen one in Tatooine. And so he became a Jedi.
I hate the way that you say that. I know that's like supposed to be the real way, but I hate that so much.
What do you mean?
It's like I just think Jedi rolls off the tongue a lot.
Jedi.
Did you die?
I hate
Jedi,
that. It's like you
Jedi?
separated both of the words.
How am I supposed to say it then?
Doesn't matter.
Jedi,
He just
just-
doesn't like it.
Ikea.
I don't like a lot of things.
Do you say Ikea or Ikea?
IKEA.
I hate.
It's actually Ikea.
Who is
Anyway,
sweeping so loud out there? Someone is
Not from
sweeping
my
with the
side.
might of Zeus, like outside my house.
I want to hear your opinion, Sky.
Okay. On the whole 6 movies.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
Wow.
No. I want the first 6 movies and then the
Clone Wars.
new movies.
Oh,
the
new movies. Okay. Okay. So let me start with the prequels because we did it in order. I actually found the prequels to be more interesting than the main 3. Is that weird?
The originals, yeah.
Yeah.
No. Yeah, it's fine.
I felt like I got to know Obi-Wan a lot more before I knew before, because before I only knew a little bit from like the Family Guy thing. So it was kind of interesting to see exactly like who these characters were.
So you thought Obi-Wan was just a pedophile, huh?
No, I didn't know what he was.
What?
Because he was played by the pedophile in Family Guy.
Yeah, so I thought that he was just like
Oh.
really old, really boring, and he was just kind of like, there was like this weird tension between like him and Luke. Like, let me start with the first prequel. First prequel I didn't care for, I'm gonna be honest. Like the thing
Really?
with,
That's the first one I enjoyed.
yeah, because it was just like the thing with Darth Maul, it was like, ooh, he's dead now. Because from what I gathered, Darth Maul was like this super interesting character, which I didn't know until like the Clone Wars, because that's when you actually see something from him. But in the movies, it's one fight scene and he's gone. That's it. And don't even try and come for me for spoilers, because it's like, that shit's old.
It was a good fight though.
Yeah. What else? Prequel 2 and 3, I like them about equal. I just think they're okay. I think they, I don't really know what to say about them, but I liked them. I'll say that. Then start off with the first one of like the main series, which is the one with Luke, and he's like, oh wow, I'm leaving my house now. Oh yeah, his parents died, I forgot. Not his parents, they're like grandparents? What are they supposed to be to him?
Aunt and uncle.
Okay. Yeah. I feel like he glossed over that real quick.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, that's understandable though, because he was literally on this planet, and I don't blame him for being like, I can't wait to leave. And then his aunt and uncle died, and he's just like, well, bye. It was so funny to me because it just felt like so weird. And did anything else happen in that movie? Like, we met Han Solo and all that, but yeah. Yeah, that wasn't all that much to it. Oh yeah, they did the Death Star. Is that what it's called?
Mm-hmm.
They destroyed that. I knew that because of Family Guy yet again. Yeah, I think if I would have seen it back then, I would have been like, oh, it's so interesting. But looking at it now, I was just like, eh. That's my like general reaction to a lot of things.
Yeah.
What was the second?
I would say
What
the
happened in the
Clone
second?
Wars is much better than Star Wars movies.
Yes, it is.
What happened in the second movie?
What do you mean second movie? Oh, you mean Empire Strikes Back?
Yeah, what happened
Off.
in there?
More like cult.
Oh yeah, we start off in the ice place.
Yeah. Hoff.
What happens in the end? What was the end of that?
He gets clapped and he's hanging off the fucking antenna.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's the reason why I don't remember it, because it didn't feel like an ending.
It was literally a cliffhanger.
It was actually a cliffhanger for the next movie. So I always think of that as like the same movie as the third one.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think I had anything. I don't think I had any thoughts about that one. I was just neutral the whole way. The last one I really liked though, with Palpatine and the whole Darth Vader bit, because that was like the only one I had watched before. And yeah, I liked it. That's all I can really say about it. Should I go for Clone Wars now?
No, go for episode 7.
Oh, okay, the newer ones.
Yeah.
So I watched Rogue One because that was like a college trip thing. Where does that land in between the newer ones?
It's before Luke.
Okay. So watch that one, and I'm gonna be honest, I make it a thing to never fall asleep through movies at the cinema because, you know, I paid for the ticket. I fell asleep through that one. That is like the first ever movie I fell asleep to. And
no.
if I'm honest, I don't think I missed anything.
Yeah, that shit was big boring until the very end. The last 5 minutes for the important part.
Literally, the robot. I was there for like all the robots' funny bits. I was there for the blind Asian man. The other man. What was the other guy?
Which one?
The big, like, tough one. He always had that big gun, didn't he?
Yeah.
He always reminded me of Machete from Spy Kids. I don't know why.
Oh my.
Okay.
He always reminded me of him. Yeah, that shit was just boring. And I think because at first I didn't know it was before the first one with Luke.
Mm-hmm.
So when I saw the ending, I was like, oh, okay, that makes sense. But then I realized that the whole thing that we just did was like for naught.
They got the Death Star plans. Huh?
Yeah, but it was like in the end they still got it. It just felt like I wasted, what was it, 3 hours?
No, it was like, I don't know.
It just felt like I wasted so much time for a story I already know about. Then, oh, the one with Ray. The
Oh no.
It felt like the first one with Luke all over again.
That's what everyone said. It was just a remake.
Yeah, and not good.
Well,
Not
with a pinch
good.
of woman power.
Like, cause I felt very neutral about like 2 and 1, but this one it was just boring, very boring.
Just want to clarify
You don't
when
like girl power?
he says 1 and 2, he's talking about episode 4 and 5.
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
but it was just boring. I couldn't get into it. Yeah. Oh, and let me go to the next one. 'Cause the next one was hilarious. Next one was hilarious. How ridiculous and just dumb we played out some characters to be. Like, she meets old Luke. He's not even that old though, is he?
He's a crusty old fuck.
He's not that old. He doesn't look that old.
He acts
It's
that
like in
old.
his 50s.
Oh yeah, he definitely acts old, but he doesn't look that old.
No, he's not that old. Looks wise.
And they really played this character off to be like this weirdo now. Like, I get that he
Yeah.
lived on a deserted place for the first like 20 years of his life, but he really was out here like, oh, how do I describe it? It was almost like watching Castaway. Like watching like all those people that get lost on islands. That's what it was like watching the old Luke, because it was just like, why are we here? Oh, what was the villain?
Snoke.
Snoot.
No, not the main
Snoke.
one, the other one.
Kylo Ren.
Okay,
Kyron.
I had an issue with this guy's face.
What do you mean?
Oh no.
I think you know exactly what I know. Kuro knows what I mean. But just seeing his face, it felt so awkward because he didn't look like a villain. He didn't really look like anything. His face is just really weird.
When you see Kylo Ren, you ain't intimidated.
Yeah.
That's why I throughout the whole movie I was like, put your fucking helmet back on. No one sees to see you. I can't stand when people take their helmets off.
Because he destroyed it. And he had like
Yeah.
this really menacing voice in it. And then he took it off and it was just like...
He was like, he had his deep voice and he was like, hey guys, after he took it off. Like, what?
It was like, what is this? Come on.
I
Should have
think
kept the fucking helmet on.
Oh, and the end, I guess it's like spoiler because I don't know how old it is, but Luke dies because Luke dies because a projection of himself died to Kylo Ren.
No. He died because he got tuckered out from casting a projection across the galaxy.
Oh yeah, it was nap. He missed nap time, and
And he got tuckered out and just went over and died.
That was... Oh, can we talk about CGI? Was it CGI Yoda? And previously it was like a puppet. CGI
Yeah.
Yoda looked awful. I was just like, just get the old puppet back, please. I don't understand some of the decisions made. Oh, and then we had Brienne of Tarth as well in there.
yes.
She did all
Who
that,
did
you know,
nothing.
stood around.
She was all talk, and then first movie with it, she got thrown into the trash. Which is exactly what they did to
I
her Game
just
of
don't
Thrones,
understand
which was
the point
hilarious.
of her character. Yeah, I just don't understand the point of her character.
I don't understand the point of any character in those movies.
Like, she was thrown into the trash, same with Game of Thrones, and then that was it. She came back for the second one, and
No. Not only was she thrown in the trash, but she somehow managed to get off the planet before it exploded.
yeah, oh yeah, I forgot it exploded.
So, you know, that was convenient.
What? Did she die
I
in the
think-
second one? The character?
They said she died because she fell into the fire.
Oh, yeah, okay.
So they really pulled the Boba Fett again.
Oh, don't get me started on Boba Fett, okay? Because Kura kept going, oh, Boba Fett was so interesting.
When did I say this? Yo! Whoa,
Yeah, no,
whoa,
you always brought him up. You always... Son, tell me that he did not always bring Boba
I
up.
didn't bring him up.
Yeah,
I
it's
just
like,
said...
oh, who's this? Who's this?
I
Oh,
just wanted them
who's
to
this?
remember who Boba Fett was, because they couldn't tell a clone apart from another clone.
This is
So
when
I
we was
had to-
watching the Clone Wars, just to be specific.
I had to make sure they remember who Boba Fett is, because I didn't say he was interesting, I said he's important.
And then I knew that he died to the Sarlacc. Is that what it's called?
Mm-hmm.
And just because of Family Guy, yet again. But it was just so comical. It was hilarious.
It was a different era back then.
I think
Can I
that's all
talk
I
about
have
Kylo
to
Ren?
Oh yeah,
Go
say what
ahead.
you wanna say.
I feel like they made a right choice to use that actor because for me, like based on just on my understanding of Kylo Ren, he's actually not evil, but he's more of a teenager who's trying to prove himself.
Excuse me, he's not evil?
I know.
Did you see when he massacred the villagers? When he stabbed his
Yes.
dad in the chest?
Yes.
No
But I
evil
think
there.
I could
he
change
is
him.
much more he's much more of motivated than being evil, like pure evil. Like I feel like pure evilness is just kill because you can, because you have power, but I feel like his evilness is motivated and encouraged by Snoke.
Okay.
Like at the end of when Snoke got killed by Rey, of course, he was like, let's
Snoke
build
was
a
killed
new
by
empire.
Kylo. Snoke was killed by
that
Kylo.
was
Oh, yeah.
such a disappointment too. What was his name?
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
That was so
Yeah,
I thought he looked so much cooler than Palpatine, and I thought, you know what, maybe he might be able to prove
does
that
he?
he's crazy. Yes, because Palpatine looks like a fat ass old moldy brain. Okay.
Okay.
I saw a picture of
He
him in a
doesn't.
meme. I saw a picture of him in a meme yesterday, and I was like, ew, you look so much worse than I thought. And yeah, I
And the
was really
fact that
expecting.
like seconds before he died, he showed how powerful he was,
Yeah,
like using his force and stuff, and then he just died.
and don't get us started on his bodyguards.
Fucking trash can.
Nice outfit though. Like I thought that's very artistic. But like in the end, Kylo Ren was like, he still has hope of
Hope.
building a new empire. Like hope of building a new empire with Rey.
Yeah.
And I just feel like that's why his character is not just pure evil, and the choice of using that actor is not so bad. I don't understand why you have such a
What
problem
does
with his
what does
face.
the actor have to do with the character?
I just have an issue with the guy's face.
Cause
And his
He
body with
did.
his face. His body with his face too. It's not right.
like he's not so much of an evil character when you look at it, because his feature is kind of feminine. Like, but I understand the choice of using him.
Put the fucking
face.
helmet back on, that's all I'm saying.
Yeah, that's all I had to say with the of Kylo Ren.
Kura, I think you're the only one who hasn't said anything about this, right?
I don't have any opinions.
You're a
He's the
fucking liar.
expertise.
You're a fucking liar.
I don't
He
have
supports
any
Rey.
opinion. Star Wars is hot garbage. The only good Star Wars media out right now is Star Wars: The Clone Wars. Don't at me ever again.
Wow.
Should we go to
That's all I have
next?
to
Should we go
say.
to the next series then?
Yeah.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
So this is my expertise. My show, Drag Race. So do you see how everyone gets when I mention it? Because this is the thing. We all like made like a deal to watch a series, and like I feel like the way I treated everyone else's is not the same way everyone is treating mine.
Did you just talk about the show?
I'm just saying first. I'm just saying first. I
Yeah,
need
why
to
are you
get
venting?
I need to
Oh.
get my bit out here before I start.
You sound very emotional. Hurry up.
Absolutely. And I want to start with Kuro right now. Because so we watched season 4, 5, 6, 7, and we are currently watching 2 because I wanted to go back before All Stars. Yeah, Kuro, it's your turn.
Oh, I have to talk about it? Oh.
Well, yeah, I didn't talk about fucking Game of Thrones and Star Wars because I liked it.
It definitely has its audience, I guess. It was relatively entertaining, I suppose.
I think it's very entertaining.
Do you see the difference? Do you see the difference?
Nah, I'm just tapped out after thinking about Game of Thrones and Star Wars. I just got the big sad.
Okay, let me try asking a few questions about it. Who were some of your favorite queens on the show?
Latrice, Montrese.
Excuse me?
Montrese?
Who's Montrese?
What's Latrice's second name?
Royale.
Royale.
Yeah, Latrice Royale. Yeah, Battle Royale.
Any other queens?
Alyssa Edwards. No, it was Alaska. Alaska. Bianca Del Rio. There was one more. Shannon Needles.
Sharon Needles.
Sharon Needles.
Okay.
Yeah, that's my that's my tier list right there.
Were there any looks on the runway that you thought anything about?
No.
Any
I
lip
was-
Okay, let's go for lip syncs then. Any lip
Yeah.
syncs?
Season 3? Are we on season 2?
We're on season
2.
I know what one you're talking about. It's gonna be Morgan versus Sonique, right? 2 of Hearts.
Yep. One person here. Which one was it?
Which one?
The one that didn't win.
Flipping.
The one that didn't win was Sonique.
Sonique had all the backflips and flips on standby, and I was entertained, but that nigga didn't win, so that it was rigged.
I don't know, because like that's the thing. When you think about what they're looking for, you can't just do the same as what you do at the clubs, because you can do anything at the club and the audience will love it. But you have to understand that we have to see your mouth, and this is a lip sync. I would say only when it's like
Yeah.
a dance break of a song should you go out and be like, let's see the flips.
I was entertained.
You got any other lip syncs that you liked, like Katya versus Kennedy?
Nah.
Well, your turn, son, because I know you don't remember shit, so I know you don't know anything.
Who? Me?
Yeah, what was your name, son?
Okay. I have some, I actually don't have favorite queens, but I do have some looks that I like.
Okay,
Well,
so
first
she
of
remembered the
all,
looks, which is something.
Max.
Okay. Well, you
Yeah,
liked
I
Max,
think-
so that's...
I know, I actually don't like him,
Oh.
but I
What
like his
happened?
look.
What happened?
What happened?
Literally, the whole season 7,
I
she was
like
just
the
like,
look.
I love Max so much.
Because of the looks that he produced. I think his looks is very classy, with class.
Like old Hollywood.
And Hollywood, but there's always some new elements in it.
Mhm.
So I like that. Violet Chachki,
I knew
he
Violet
has
was
some
gonna
pretty
come up.
good designs. Yeah.
Was there any Violet outfit that made you like...
Ooh,
mean,
ah.
Yeah, like that gave you the ooh ah ah sensation.
I think the last few on the season was pretty good.
And as well.
I don't really yeah. I don't really remember all of them, but I just remember I had the impression that his outfit was good.
Well, I think I know
So
which
that's
one you
what
may
made
be
me like
referring
him.
to, which is the Hello Kitty one. Am I correct? Where they
Yeah,
did
that one
like
was pretty
the
good.
halo of the merchandise.
Yeah. Well, let me look at it. Violet Chachki. Hello Kitty. Yeah,
That one was
I
that
like
your
that one.
favorite?
That wasn't my favorite, but I like that one.
I'm guessing there's
I
not a
really
lot
like
more
Monsoon
Jinx Monsoon.
because he's always so positive.
Water off the duck's
Like
back.
water off dog's back. Yeah, I feel like he's always so positive and he doesn't bitch behind people's back. Like,
He
at
sounded
least
mighty
that's-
sensitive.
No, but you have to also think about it because, you know, it was actually like 3 against 1 because you had Velasca Talks in the top.
So, put the hands up.
I feel like overall he's just a great person compared to other great personality compared to other
Personality.
contestants.
Was there any queens that you just hated or you
Yes, Darian Lake. He doesn't deserve 4th place. He doesn't deserve 4th place. Like, you've seen his outfit. It just looks like someone walking on the street and you can wear that and nobody's gonna ask questions because that's how normal it is. It's not like drag queen worthy. You know what I mean?
you really did not like Darian. Like I remember the whole
I
season.
didn't like it.
Darian couldn't do anything.
It's not even it's not even his like personality or other things. It's just the look that he has. The outfit is just not it.
Any other queens that you hated? Same for you, Kuro. Any queen you want to put out there for hating?
Jinx Monsoon.
Hey,
Just for being too sensitive as a policy.
Absolutely.
Oh my god.
but I think like at first I thought the show is pretty bitchy because all the queens were, you know, bitchy. But
Yes, queen.
You got so loud for no reason.
Jesus. But like when I actually listen to their conversations, it's not because they want to be bitchy, that's why they're bitchy. I think they're actually based on like stuff people do, and so I feel like it's not so bad. And just watching them trying to like pursue whatever they want, or maybe just the money, I don't know, it just feels kind of positive in a way.
You got anyone else, Kuro? You don't want to put no more on this?
I'm literally thinking right now, but I'm just drawing a blank.
Okay, well I'm gonna say some queens, and I just want to get some thoughts, okay? From all the seasons we watched. So, Jiggly Caliente.
Don't care.
No.
But
You're so mean.
Oh wow.
Willem.
Chin.
Man.
You was clocking her harder than the queens on the show. Like
Vomit.
Willem could not do anything, and he would be like Beard.
Next.
Next, Fifi O'Hara.
Bitchy.
I don't even have words to describe him.
Don't even have words.
He was just doing what he was doing.
And last one from season 4, at least I think that's the last one I want to be from season 4, is Chad Michaels.
Chad Mike.
The show.
I know.
Pretty. Old and pretty.
Oh, old nigga. Right.
I don't think he was that old though, was he?
How
He was like
old are
40
you?
something.
First episode. How old are you?
No, that wasn't Chad. That was
Who-
Tempest.
who's that?
For sure.
Oh, okay. Which was
That was
Chad Michaels
Chachki,
then?
right?
Tempest was like 52.
Oh, damn.
Yeah. And Candy.
Oh, Chad Michaels.
Yeah, do you know that?
Oh, no.
Okay, I'ma move to season.
Oh, I see. I remember him now.
I'ma move to season 5 then, since let's see, season 5, Serena Chacha Thoughts?
Can't speak English.
Who?
Wait, can't speak English?
Serena Chacha. That's the
No.
one, right?
No, you're thinking of Lanisha.
No.
The one who everyone came for in Untucked.
Oh,
Because she was like, you're not
I don't
educated.
remember him.
Weenie.
Oh.
Roxy Andrews, Detox. Oh,
Who's-
okay.
And who's again?
Miss Vic and Juicy, Roxy Andrews, come on. The one who's left at a bus stop?
Oh,
Yeah, do you remember now?
I don't remember.
I hate that I had to
Weenie.
say that and then you remember.
I just don't do it. I just looked at the bus stop. I'm glad to be here.
I'm just saying, I'd cry too for 100,000. I would not be like, if I'm about to go, it's like, no, I'm putting everything on the stage right now.
Yeah.
Anything about Detox?
Alaska talks.
Okay, so
That's it.
I don't even think Sarah remembers Detox.
Wait. Detox. Yes, I remember. I think he's ugly.
Wow.
Yeah. Sorry.
Stop mean.
Ouch. Oh, Ivy Winters.
Yeah.
Didn't Detox do the thing with his mouth?
Ivy
Yes.
Winters.
The
That's
little
about it.
jiggle.
The jut.
I think he's cool. Like, I think there were few looks in the end that I like. He did something.
You got any words on Ivy Winters' Kura?
Yeah. I mean, Winters. There you go. That's it.
Ivy Winters.
Let's season 6. Adore Delano.
I'm not adoring him.
She actually has a son.
Adore
who can
is-
adore you.
Of course it does.
Mexican Katy Perry.
Courtney Act, aka
Courtney
Sans representative.
G'day, mate.
G'day, mate.
I'm just a
Oi.
bushwhacker.
Why do you say?
I-
Why is that the thing that you say every time?
What do you mean?
You always say something like that all the time. Like
Hi,
anything.
the Tasmanian tiger.
Okay. Crikey.
Crikey, mate. I'm gonna go find a stingray. No.
Oh no.
Oh no, no, you don't joke about that. Oh.
Oh no. Jeez.
Never saw it coming.
You better stop. We've already
I
established
think
that
it's
y'all
pretty.
hated Darian. What about Bendela?
Yeah, I hate him.
Ben de la Creme.
Creme.
I don't remember
No
what he
opinion on him.
Milk.
I like Bianca.
I don't.
Milk?
Nope.
Who's Milk?
Milk, really?
Oh, Milk is the guy who's quite handsome.
Okay, now what about when he's
Cause I was saying he was weird in drag, right?
Yes, he was the one that did like the beard for the toga party.
Yeah, I like it. The beard one.
Kura,
I like his drag in general.
I don't have opinions.
you are being, oh, you can't just be opinionless.
I can, and I will.
Oh my god.
Where's Pearl at?
Pearl season 7, what did you think of Pearl?
Who?
I expected
Pearl?
him to go faster than he did. I expected him to go a lot faster.
Oh, because
But he-
of like that fight with RuPaul thing.
Nah, because this nigga had like zero energy running on fumes.
He was just tired.
I could tell. I think everybody looking could tell.
What about Ginger Minge?
I don't like Ginger Minch.
But that's just for the name.
Yeah.
That's just for
I
the
don't-
name.
Yeah, I don't like him.
I think he's really great at acting, but that's about it.
That's subjective.
He's actually a really good singer as well.
That's also subjective.
No, he is. What about Trixie Mattel?
Tricks
Who?
for kids.
No, bitch.
Tricks are for kids.
And I'm a lady.
Don't know.
I
That's
don't
literally
like
all
his
you got
drag.
from Trixie Mattel, which was
That's
Jinx
what I
Monsoon,
got.
which was Jinx Monsoon, fucking quote.
I don't like her makeup. It's
why-
just a
why is
little bit
that?
too much for me.
Okay.
The eyelashes were too much for me.
What about Katya?
The
Should've-
Russian, not Russian.
Shoulda won. Shoulda won.
Shoulda won.
Shoulda won.
Nah. He's funny.
I'm gonna move on to season 2. I wasn't even gonna say Kennedy because I don't know. Y'all even have any opinions about Kennedy?
I was on Team
Davenport?
Kennedy. I was on Team Kennedy Davenport.
Were you?
I was. I said this.
I know you liked Kennedy, but I feel like you only liked Kennedy because it was the last black person left in the competition.
No, he wasn't. No, he was. I liked him before he was the last one. I said this.
Mm. And from the season that we're on right now, anyone, because we watched it recently, so is there anyone other than Sonique that we were interested in?
Only in Tara.
Who?
Tara.
Oh, Tyra.
Yeah, Tara.
Tyra Sanchez.
Tyra.
Yeah, Tara. Sanchez.
And you, son?
I think Tatiana.
Bust down, Tatiana.
What? No one's into Jujubee or Raven?
No, no one likes those niggas. Get them out of here.
What?
Jujubee? Is
don't
that
like
the
Jujubee?
Asian one?
No.
Yeah, that's Jujubee.
I think it doesn't stand out at all. Like, yeah. I don't like him.
Well, I'm guessing that's all we got for Drag Race, so I'm gonna move on to the next thing we watched. Let's move on to Eurovision. What was everyone's thoughts on that? 'Cause
Oh, that shit was
totally
long
should've
and
won.
tired.
it was...
That shit
Oh,
was
you
long
seem
and tired.
rejuvenated out of nowhere.
Sleep, boy.
Italy should have won.
Fuck off.
Italy should have won.
Sweden got shifted.
Okay, no. Okay, this is what I hated about you. Okay, so this is...
Whoa.
Do you remember I said the thing about Kennedy? This was the exact same thing that he did for Sweden. Because he was not feeling Sweden's song all that much. But as soon as the black guy, oh, he's in first place, he could lose it. He was supporting that guy. But he's actually like, I've been with this guy since primary. I've known him for years.
No, I only said everyone here sucks. I don't like anything. I support black business, so go Sweden.
Shut up. This is exactly what I mean.
You're so racist,
Yeah.
you fucking Uncle Tom.
Listen, Iceland was it. Iceland was it.
That's why they came 10th.
Hey, they went from 23rd to 10th, and I'll take that.
I mean, I support their political
Shut up.
ground, but
That was a great performance. You cannot tell me that you was not watching that whole.
What was the political statements on? I didn't see one.
they support for Palestine.
You didn't even understand the lyrics.
No. Okay.
No,
So
no,
what
no,
she means is
when-
because I'll explain. So, because it was held in Israel this year.
Sure.
Well, do you or do you not know?
I don't know. It's probably on the moon for all I know.
Tel Aviv.
Okay. So it was held in Israel, and do you know the
Yes.
whole thing going on with like Israelis and?
Nope.
Okay. Son, do you know anything? Because you probably know more than I do.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's been wars since the World War II.
Yeah, but what's been worse?
Huh?
What?
What did you say?
What's been worse since World War II?
No, it's just
Like-
been like a war between those two.
Oh, you said wars.
Yes.
No one gives a fuck on Israel.
It's like even today, they're still like
They're still trying to fight for territories, and because Israel has been, I really don't want to say this on a podcast, but
Go ahead, say it. No one's
they
this far
have
in.
been supported because they were the victims of, Holocaust and World War II. So they have been having a lot of support from other countries. But the thing is, they sort of took that advantage, and I really don't want to say this.
No one is this far in.
podcast.
Calm down.
Yeah.
no one's this far in.
No one is
Yeah.
this far in.
Watch. I'm gonna post it.
And
Everyone's
they
gonna
sort
be
of-
like, boycott, son. Okay, she has to be cancelled.
Cancel culture.
That's cool. And yeah, they sort of were saying, okay, you can have half of the land and we can have half of the land between Israel and Palestine. But nowadays it's just more like Israel trying to take over more land, and a lot of village Palestinian
Palestinian.
villages
Yummy.
were, how do you say, excluded, or like they are not allowed to travel far to their relatives' place. They had to go through a lot of checkpoints by Israel because supposedly those are Israelis' land. And yeah, like the whole thing sort of was out of control for a lot of reasons, and it shouldn't be this way.
So that's what she was so like about when it came to.
So what Iceland did on the show was they didn't say anything about it, but when it was like at the voting time, they were holding up Palestinians' flags and stuff.
Okay, so we're not even talking
Even
about
though that was
Well, they didn't do
not
it
the
during the
performance.
performance.
Okay,
Yeah.
so okay, so that had
'Cause
nothing to do with
if-
anything.
No,
Because
because you
if they did that, I think Iceland would be
disqualified, I
like
believe.
disqualified, I think. And like it was in the rule of Eurovision, although I thought that was pretty stupid because
Recuperation. Why is it called Eurovision?
Because it's Europe.
And Vision.
it's supposed to be like, oh, we're celebrating our togetherness as
Yeah.
one Europe, blah
And,
blah blah.
and Iceland said in a
And-
like interview before, like, how are we gonna be in the part of a competition that celebrates being together when literally where it's
Without
being
facing
held
the questions.
is literally like, well, you know, we're gonna half what you have to like the Palestinians.
Yeah. Yeah, and I think the whole thing was just stupid that you can't protest anything.
Well, that's part of the
Because
rules. That's
if
the
you don't
part of
face
the rules.
the rule is stupid because if you, like, they're not even like trying to get onto other people's stage and then protest. They're just holding up the flags. And I think that's understandable that they can do that. And because, like, how are you gonna celebrate the togetherness when there's actually problems around the regions and we'll just pretend that it doesn't exist and we don't talk about it?
That's what I do. With the rest of the world.
Oh my God. So I got a question. What did everyone think about it though?
Tired.
Italy should have won.
Okay, well, no, that's just no.
Sweden #1.
No.
No,
Okay.
nah. Italy #1.
What did you think of the music? Because I know Crow's
Albania should have been #1.
Why? I mean, you liked him. You liked the performance, right?
Yes,
But why would it win?
Iceland should have been number
because
one.
it was the best.
Iceland should have been number one.
Italy.
Okay. 'cause
Iceland was just trash.
How was they trash? Tell me how. What about the performance was
The only
trash?
time I want to hear from Iceland is when I go to the fucking store.
Okay, I knew that was coming. The worst thing is I knew that was coming.
Sooner or later it was coming. I saved that
Like,
joke for now.
you had no, you. Let's be honest. You had nothing against that performance.
I didn't like it, didn't hate it.
Why not?
But-
Why not? Why did you not like it?
I just wasn't feeling it. It just didn't sound that great to me.
That was a great song. Okay.
All I'm saying is Italy should have
No
won.
one cares
They were
about Italy.
popular. They were popular among the judges, official judges, and also among all the people who's watching Eurovision.
Damn. Oh, well,
Say.
too
Too bad they
didn't.
weren't first. Yeah. The Arcade
Yep.
beat it, even though Arcade sucked.
Yeah, Arcade sucks.
Did
Hate
you
that
like?
song.
Didn't one of you like the song? But I wasn't. Was it Yukura that you said is okay?
Who?
The winner, Netherlands.
No, it definitely wasn't me.
I just remember someone saying that it was pretty like it was good, but they wouldn't buy it.
I don't remember. I hate that song.
I
We shouldn't
think
have won.
I think this year the music for this year was how I felt about 2015, where it was like there was like 4 standouts, and then that was it. Everything was so generic and bland. It was just kind of like,
Ooh.
like I need to get you guys to watch 2016's one, because I think 2016 one had the best one.
Oh, okay. So since you were watching it, can I ask you, like, has it always been about, like, you know, LGBTQ? I don't
Like, okay, well,
LGBT
you don't you don't
and
have
girl
to say like
power?
all 50 letters of it, but very early on, like talking about like 2000 to 2010, it was very it was just very about the music. I would say after Conchita Wurst won in 2014, which was the drag queen, it sort of became a little boiled down as to like the meanings of each song, because it was either like a song came in which just came in being like a normal cheesy love song, or it came in being like it had some meaning to it. And I think this year the only one that had meaning was like Italy, Iceland. I think that's it. Oh, what was the one you liked, Kura?
Albania.
Albania, and I don't want to say North Macedonia because I did not like that song. I just didn't like it, and I think she got brownie points because she had kids. Okay, it feels like when you go on a show like that, you know, like the whole like Britain's Got Talent or any of the singing shows, it's just like, oh, well, I have kids. Yeah, they're like, yes, yes.
People get brownie points for having children. Like that's a. So,
Hey,
okay.
people get brownie points for being certain race, you know?
I don't know. Where are you going with this? Where are you going with this? Like, what is your example of it? What's your example of it?
Sweden.
And they did.
Yeah, they did have brownie points.
For what though?
All I'm saying is...
Oh, you mean for Eurovision?
Yeah.
I was talking about in general.
Yeah, we just mean in general right now. You know, like the
that
talent
could also
shows.
be in general. Yeah.
Yeah, but I was like, do you have any claims to back it up? It's like
You can have 2 children, still be a terrible parent. You shouldn't get brownie points for it. Oh, she has 2 kids. She's working so hard. She actually beats her kids every day.
Oh my god.
Oh, what? We're about to get disliked all the way because from everyone in Europe, because they're like, how dare he?
I know. They have secrets. I know what happens.
I just think it's so odd for everyone to be, because it's like, oh, there's a lot of parents, and you know, they don't take me to be that kind that's like, oh wow, that's really hard. I think it's the people that don't have kids. I think there's the people that don't have kids that are like voting for the ones that do have kids. We're definitely watching next year though. This is a yearly tradition now.
What?
But we have to go back and watch 2016 because I think 2016 was the best one.
Oh my god.
We're not watching all of it, we're just watching all the songs. Shut up. Do y'all want to bring up another?
Nope.
No more series?
Nope. Let's wrap this up because we've been rambling for a long time now.
Kuro, you tired as fuck, I can tell.
I am tired. Star Wars, Game of Thrones just sapped all the energy out of me. I told you I got the big sad.
Big Ligma. Does everyone want to say bye then? We shall go.
Alright, bye, have a very good time.
Bye. Oh, wow.
I'm cut the recording. What a bunch of niggers.
Oh my.
That's tiring.
You love the sound of your own voice, I know you do.
Who, me?
Yeah, you.
Because
Couldn't
it sounds
be.
good. Because it sounds good.
Oh.
You know.
I can definitely see Kai do podcast.
I wish you wouldn't talk
every
about
day.
such broad, boring topics though.
Well, I thought you was like after literally like Game of Thrones and Star Wars, it was just like